Hello.
Our topic today is to learn how to repeat ourselves. Our topic today is to learn how to repeat ourselves. Our topic today is to learn how to repeat ourselves.
Right, stop that. Silly.
Thankfully, that stopped me. I could have gone on forever, and that's a real concern with our next topic. Loops. Loops are the way to use computers to do a series of things automatically, whether it's doing things until something tells it to stop, or doing something for a specific number of times. The first type is called a while loop because while the condition is true, it runs on repeat. So this uses that lesson on conditionals to do something else with that concept. So imagine you're playing Pokemon, and you're up against that first gym leader, Brock, and you chose Squirtle, who just so happens to know Water Gun. There's only one acceptable strategy. Use Water Gun until you win. So we're going to do int Brock Pokemon equals 2, while Brock Pokemon greater than 0, system.out.println, Squirtle used Water Gun, and then we'll Brock Pokemon equals Brock Pokemon minus 1, aka decrementing Brock's Pokemon by 1, and then we'll do a system.out.println, you beat Brock outside of the loop. So we use this loop to count backwards, but it makes sense, right? Brock has a Geodude and an Onix, both are weak to Water Gun. You use it twice, it one-hit KOs them. Each time Brock has one less Pokemon, and when he has 0 Pokemon, you win. But what if Brock had 0 Pokemon to start with? Int Brock Pokemon equals 0, while Brock Pokemon greater than 0. We see that Squirtle never uses Water Gun because you never enter the while loop, because the condition was already false. But what if you wanted to show off your Squirtle and always use Water Gun at least once? But Brock doesn't have any Pokemon. He's going to get wet, but there is a different type of loop that runs once and then checks the condition, the do while. So for this, we do open squiggly bracket, system.out.println, Squirtle used Water Gun, Brock Pokemon equals Brock Pokemon minus 1, while Brock Pokemon greater than 0, semicolon. Now, this is a bit tricky because you need to remember that semicolon at the end, unlike with the normal while loop, so keep an eye on that. And poor Brock, he is soaked. If only he had his handy drying pan. But what about the other type of loop? Those are called for loops, because for a certain number of times, you do something. So let's try counting. So we're going to do for int I equals 0, semicolon, I less than 5, semicolon, I plus plus, and then our end parentheses, our squiggly brackets, and inside system.out.println, I plus. And a short little aside, that I plus plus is known as an incrementer, and you could do the decrementer we did before the same way, but it's a shorthand way of writing +1, or in the decrementer's case, -1 for some integer. And now when we run it, bam, we're the count.
1, 2, 3.
And guess what? For loops also have a unique form, the for each loop. So remember those arrays? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Let's make an array real quick. Int square brackets array equals new int array 1, 2, 3. And now we will for int I colon array system.out.println I plus ha ha ha, and then run it, and we'll see that it also counts out to 3. So that's the crux of what loops are, but how does the video title fit into this? Well, just like pissing off Jotaro, loops can also be dangerous. What happens if you get stuck in the loop? Well, let's try this. Boolean is enemy stand user equals true, while is enemy stand user, system.out.println. If you try to run this, your computer will run until the end of time, and that poor enemy stand user will be needing more than a trip to the hospital. So be careful. Don't accidentally a whole infinite loop. And until next time. And until next time. And until next time.
Right, stop that.
Like, subscribe, and comment below what you want to see next or topics you'd like to know more about.